EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Arizona Cardinals. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Rosen. He's airing it out for Williams. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense. that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And his first pass is incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Let's round! Let's round! Let's round! Let's round!
On 2nd down, Brissett again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 4. Down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
I mean, you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
Brissett now on 2nd down. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. Play action now. Brissett steps away. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
No. Check. Patriot! Hot!
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Detroit!
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And an alley to run. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Jackson's got it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The 15 yards there on the catch and run.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch. But you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. First foray into the red zone for Miami. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. Off the play fake. Here's Brissett rolling to his right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Now not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now Balaj. A gain of 7 might change the thought process here as they have some options on 4th and goal.
4th down, ball's at the 1-yard line. Do you go for it, or do you go ahead and kick a field goal? I think because you're going to end up giving a long field, even if you don't score, I put my trust in my defense. I go for it and try and get the points.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
Leopard! Gone!
Now a handoff. Johnson. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were.
Now let's go!
The first down carry here for Johnson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll throw it with Rosen. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty, because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is, because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. They want to go to the air again with Rosen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. On the toss, here's Johnson. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Looking sideline, incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Detroit!
Play action here with Rosen. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. The ball comes out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Now, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. They'll start on the ground with Balazs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was played. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. He'll buy some time right. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Daniel Pumphrey. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Brissett now steps away to his left. Going to look deep for Wilson. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Albert Wilson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows to 10-0. Sanders now to kick this one away. Jackson now to return. Fighting through. He's still fighting forward. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And here comes throw number one for the backup QB. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Able to shake him off. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
They're going to look to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's got this one down to the 10. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Dumping it off for Johnson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll drop the throw. Flush to his right. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah,
what happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And did the offense get it back? They did at the 1-yard line.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. And he's able to put it through. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's going to look deep down the field, and that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Black round! Black round!
They go play action with Brissett. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, I know we hold off on the halftime update after all. Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Jakeem Grant now to return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. And if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. A good way there to have him bounce back from the interception last drive. Something underneath, a little bit of rhythm going.
I know the best ones in the league have supreme confidence, but every now and then you need a little booster, don't you? This is their way of protecting him and bringing him back, and then they'll turn him loose later, I would think.
Sliding out of the pocket. Going deep here for Stills. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
No, check.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Underneath for Johnson. Muscles by at the 25. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Leopard! Gone!
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian Kirk, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are in for 6. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return man is Grant. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Escaping the pressure right. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 40. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Malcolm Mitchell, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Cardinals will extend their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes Grant on the return. And he's able to get it up close to the 35, but hang on here. Penalty marker down. And this one might be going the other way. Play fake. Brissett rolling to his right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Balazs. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the first half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the third and then carry that over to the fourth.
I like that. Recalibrate. Strong.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
He's going to walk one deep left side here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Back there in that Philly, here we go. Detroit, Detroit.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Play action supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jackson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
No, check, Patriot.
Johnson. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Set, blue, landing.
They go to Johnson again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
All right, here we go. 3,
The busy night continues for Johnson, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And his throw is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Flex round! Flex round!
A second down throw for Brissett. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 49. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete.
I know we're doing this game live, but let's step into the film room for just a second, because when they review this play, oh, the negatives are going to be incredible on this one. Rolling out to his right. Yeah, he's right-handed, so that's a natural spot for him. But he throws back across his body, back into traffic.
Big no-no.
Oh, that's a monster no-no. The only good thing that happened, it fell incomplete. Very fortunate.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Check. Leg 21. Check. Over.
He'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. And he will find his man on the outside. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a 1st down.
No. Check. Patriot.
They go play action here on 1st down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Flex round.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Buying time to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Gonzalez to add the PAT. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this pack.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chandler Jones. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Going to look deep for Wilson. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chandler Jones in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is caught. But he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. So first and 10 now from the 30. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought that.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. On play action, they'll throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down with backwards. It's third and very long. They'll set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They'll start with a give here to Balazs. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Going deep here for Stills. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. He'll look to throw, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Taco Charlton in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, his second touchdown of the night. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And this will be incomplete. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready. And
I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. The Cardinals on third down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 10. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy's sideline, and use him well.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. They'll drop the throw, and he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Back to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. And it's incomplete. Still time left, though. 2 seconds remaining now in the fourth quarter. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice.